Good morning. Welcome back. Sorry, this is a little askew. Yesterday was rough. Yesterday was tough. If you are new to our little journal here, my name is Julie. Welcome. So the kids started back to in-person school yesterday with lots of modifications and precautions in place, of course. And it was a very tough day for me. It was so hard. And I decided, you know what? I'm just going to let myself, while the kids are not here, just fall apart and be a mess. And when the kids are here, just be excited and hear about their day and discuss it and, whatever. But while they're gone, I don't have to be that strong person. And so, but I did tell myself it's one day. You can be a mess for one day, and then tomorrow you got to get up, get yourself ready, and get back on the horse and deal with this like the grown-ass woman that you are. And I was doing that. I got up, I put on my Mickey Mouse sequins and little Mickey ears that one of our fabulous viewers from our main channel, Frugal Family, Dumpster Decor, and so much more, sent to us, and some of these hair clippies that I think one of you sent to us, and this headband that one of them sent to us. And this is my new shirt from the Disney store, their twice yearly sale that they do. Anyway, I was so ready. I even put my face on, ready for the day. And then, there's always an and then, right? There's always an and then. So everything was fine. I took my oldest. I have 3 children. One is in high school and the other 2 are in elementary school. I took the oldest to school. It went fine, other than the drivers are lunatics. It's always like a gauntlet. But got that done. And she's great. And then I had promised my youngest that I would walk her into class because she's sensitive that way. She's a very sensitive little girl. And she quite often last year and all the years before, I have walked her into class. Not always, not every day, but a lot. And that's always meant a lot to her. Well, sorry, this is really bugging me how off this is. It'll do. Just be okay with it, Julie. It's okay. So, excuse me. So, she really wanted me to walk her into class today. And I said, okay, gonna do it. So we got to school and they reminded me to put a mask on, which my kids they're doing such a great job of that. And they have no problem with it. All these people, kids are like wild animals. There's no way you're going to get them to wear masks. They're doing a fabulous job. Thank you very much. We have tamed the beasts. Kids deserve far more credit than a lot of adults give them. Just putting that out there. Anyway, so we get out. Reagan, my boy, he runs off and finds a friend and he's fine. But my daughter, she wants me to take her in. So we go in and we get in the front doors and kind of into the vestibule area, the whatever. Anyway, and then the principal is there talking to another parent and I say hello and she stops us and says, we're not having parents, go past this point to the classrooms and, for sanitation purposes, they don't need all these parents with their germs. And I hadn't even thought of that. It's not something that crossed my mind. Excuse me. Allergies. So I said, well, that's all right. And Mimi, I'm going to have to leave you right here. And I tried being as upbeat and optimistic. Well, Mimi immediately tears up. I'm telling you, she is such a sensitive little girl and everything is so complicated right now and just so different. Anyway, and so as Mimi's kind of not dramatically falling apart, just quietly, sadly falling apart, the principal is like, well, maybe, just this one time. And I was like, no, you know what? We are not those people. We're not going to make exceptions because once we do it once, we're going to want to do it again. I know me. I know us. And if you make the exception for us, you're going to have to make the exception for everyone else. And that is not something that I like to teach my kids. Now, when it comes to like mommy's limitations, physical disabilities, that's a different thing altogether. And I feel that way for anyone with physical limitations and disabilities. That's different. But when you are capable and able, we got to toe the line and do our part to be part of the solution and not a continuing part of the problem. And I wanted to instill that in her. But, oh, laugh or you will cry. And I did not put waterproof mascara on today. So I said, no. I said, thank you, but we can do this. I said, I'm just going to take her over here and we're going to talk for a minute. So we went over to a little bench and sat down, and other kids are coming and going, and other parents came, and she had to, tell them the same thing. Well, they had wanted to meet the kid's teacher, and the principal was so diligent, she didn't give them a free pass. She said, no, I'll call that teacher to come down to the principal's office or to the front office, and, you can meet her that way. And it made me feel so good and so safe because, I have been just such a mess about sending my kids back and dealing with the guilt of it and the fear and the whatever. Well, that made me feel so good that this principal is there and she's doing the best things that she can for our children. And that made me feel wonderful and inspired me even more to be part of the solution to the problem. And so Mimi and I sat as she, has her little tears above her little mask. What strange times we live in. And we talked about it and made special plans for after school. And we decided that tomorrow I will walk her into that same spot and that it will be okay. And I will walk her into that same spot as many days as she needs me to. And if that's the whole school year, then that's the whole school year. And that is what we will do to help mitigate the negative impact, emotional, mental, whatever, of this whole situation. We are so grateful to be able to go to school. And after Mariah left, little trooper, and went to class and I headed for the front door, the principal stopped me and apologized and all of this. And I said, no. Don't apologize for trying to keep our kids safe. Please don't apologize for going above and beyond and having to be in these horrible, uncomfortable situations with parents that will be far less understanding than me. Don't apologize for that. You are keeping my babies safe. Don't apologize for that. We are going to be part of fixing this. And thank you, I said to her, for doing what you do. Guys, if we can all be a little tougher, be grown-ups, and teach our kids to be part of a community and to contribute and to not expect entitlements and exceptions, but rather to be part of the collective, to be striving to work towards something better and toward keeping everyone safe and not just worrying about ourselves, then we will get through this. But it was incredibly difficult. I'm not going to lie and say it was easy, okay? I'm no super trooper. But we got through it. Yesterday was really rough. My nutrition, disaster. Exercise, non-existent. Laid here most of the day. Watched a bunch of scary movies. And let myself have yesterday. And that was yesterday. And today happens to be my 15th wedding anniversary. Woohoo! We have no special plans at all. What I had wanted at the beginning of the year was to go to Hawaii. That didn't happen. I'm thinking we will try to do that next year. As far as tonight, my husband doesn't even get home till the evening. Yeah. There are in-person restaurants where you can go and eat. I'm not totally comfortable with that. So we'll remind each other that we love each other and we're grateful to have made it this far. And we look forward to many more fabulous years. And maybe we'll go for a walk together It's a year of I don't know, adapting, making the best of the worst, and making it through together. And that's what really matters. Anyway, there's that. There's my journal. Thank you for being part of this. Thank you for doing your part in your own community to try to be part of the solution and not to perpetuate and exacerbate the problem. Thank you for making those personal sacrifices and not just being me, mine, but being adults and caring about other people. It matters and it makes a difference. And whether you agree with everything or not, being able to think about others and be compassionate to others and thinking about me and my silly family and our breathing problems and thinking, you know, there are people that this can very much affect. And maybe it won't hurt me, but it might hurt someone else. And if I can do one little tiny thing, like wear a mask, it might help someone else. So I'm going to do it. I'm not going to throw a fit and pee on the floor like that lunatic person did. And I'm not going to gather together all of my lady friends and go storming grocery store parking lots because I'm making a stand against someone that's making $11 an hour at the grocery store and has nothing to do with anything and is just trying to pay their bills. There's a little rant for you. We don't go into that on our main channel or our family channel, but on here, we do. Please be part of fixing the problem. Please, we need to get past this. For all of our mental and emotional and physical well-being. I love you. I appreciate you, each of you. Have a beautiful day and a wonderful day. And please tell me, please share something good and beautiful in the comments that is going on in your own life. We all need a little pick-me-up now and then. Oh, look at those sequins. There's my pick-me-up for the day. Sequins. We'll see you guys real soon.